In a significant development for the future of space exploration, NASA has officially added SpaceX's Starship to its Launch Services Program (LSP) fleet. This decision, announced on March 30, 2025, comes despite the recent challenges faced by the Starship program, which has encountered setbacks during its last two flights. The addition of Starship to NASA's contract with SpaceX, which already includes the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets, opens up new possibilities for future NASA science missions contingent upon Starship achieving a successful orbital flight. NASA's statement confirmed that the contract modification allows SpaceX to provide Starship as an option for upcoming missions, with the contract set to run through December 2032. NASA has awarded SpaceX of Starbase, Texas, a modification under the NASA Launch Services NLS-2 contract to add Starship to their existing Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy launch service offerings. The statement read, "This addition reflects a growing confidence in SpaceX's capabilities, even as the company faces pressure to ensure Starship becomes operational by next year." SpaceX has historically received substantial financial backing from the U.S. government, with contracts often tied to specific missions. For instance, in October 2020, the company was contracted to launch the Europa Clipper mission on a Falcon Heavy rocket for approximately $178 million. The inclusion of Starship in this context is seen as a strategic move that aligns with the agency's goals for lunar and Martian exploration, particularly the Artemis III mission, which aims to return humans to the Moon. However, the path to operationalizing Starship has not been smooth. The recent flights have not achieved the expected milestones, with the most recent launch on March 6, 2025, ending in an explosion shortly after takeoff. The implications of these setbacks are significant. SpaceX must demonstrate the rocket's reliability as it prepares for the ambitious goal of sending an uncrewed Starship to Mars by late 2026 and potentially serving as the human lander for NASA's Artemis III mission. The announcement of Starship's addition to NASA's launch fleet has also drawn attention to the broader implications of government contracts with private space companies, particularly given SpaceX CEO Elon Musk's close ties to political leadership. The NLS-2 contracts, which are structured to allow for the addition of new providers and services, suggest an ongoing effort to foster competition and innovation within the space launch industry. As SpaceX moves forward with plans for a launch tower at Kennedy Space Center's Pad 39A and the construction of a new gigafactory at the site, the pressure mounts for the company to deliver on its promises. A successful orbital flight of Starship is not just a technical necessity but a critical component of NASA's ambitious timeline for space exploration. Overall, NASA's decision to incorporate Starship into its launch services reflects both confidence in private-public partnerships and the urgency of advancing human exploration beyond Earth. As the agency continues to navigate the evolving landscape of space exploration, the upcoming months will be pivotal in determining whether SpaceX can meet the expectations set before it, both for NASA and for the future of interplanetary travel. As humanity continues to push the boundaries of exploration and innovation, a remarkable chapter unfolds in the story of space travel. NASA's recent mission, featuring the SpaceX Crew 11, aims not only to advance scientific knowledge but also to address critical personnel challenges aboard the International Space Station (ISS). The significance of this mission comes into sharper focus as two astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams, have just returned after an unprecedented 9-month stay in orbit, a period that has ignited conversations about astronaut compensation and the sacrifices made in the name of exploration. The Crew 11 mission, which launched on March 18, 2025, was initially designed to relieve the two astronauts who had been stranded aboard the ISS. Wilmore and Williams faced numerous challenges during their extended mission, yet they persevered, contributing to vital research and experiments that could shape the future of humanity in space. Upon their return, they were greeted with a mixture of relief and astonishment, not just at the sheer length of their mission but at the financial implications of their time spent in microgravity. Despite spending nearly a year in one of the most inhospitable environments known to humanity, both astronauts received a bonus of only $1,430 each, in addition to their prorated salary of $114,193. This figure represents a portion of their annual salary of $152,258, which is standard for NASA astronauts irrespective of their extraordinary circumstances. It's crucial to note that NASA does not provide overtime hazard pay or bonuses for the unique challenges astronauts face, including the absence of weekends or vacation days. Their role is defined by a standard contract that operates on a 40-hour workweek. A framework that seems almost absurd when considering the extreme nature of their work. This compensation structure stands in stark contrast to the astronomical sums paid by private individuals for brief stays aboard the ISS. For instance, Charles Simonyi reportedly paid $60 million for just 26 days in space, while other private individuals have forked over similar amounts for fleeting experiences. In light of these figures, Williams and Wilmore's compensation appears modest, yet they represent the epitome of ambition and dedication driven by the dream of advancing human knowledge rather than financial gain. The sacrifices made by astronauts like Wilmore and Williams raise important questions about the value society places on space exploration. While the allure of becoming an astronaut captivates many, the harsh reality is that the financial rewards do not reflect the risks and challenges they endure. Comparatively, long-haul commercial pilots can earn around $200,000 annually, while surgeons make over $400,000, a stark reminder of the economic disparities in various professions. As humanity stands on the brink of a new era in space exploration with missions to Mars and beyond on the horizon, it is imperative to reflect on the treatment and compensation of those who venture into the unknown. The return of Wilmore and Williams serves as a timely reminder of the human element behind space travel. Their experience underscores a need for a re-evaluation of how space agencies compensate astronauts, individuals who are not only risking their lives but also shaping the future of humanity in the cosmos. Looking ahead, the success of Crew 11 and the ongoing discussions surrounding astronaut compensation may influence future missions and policies. As the landscape of space travel evolves, it will be crucial for organizations like NASA and private space enterprises to recognize the invaluable contributions of astronauts and ensure that their sacrifices are acknowledged and adequately rewarded. The journey into space is not merely a job, it is a calling that many aspire to, and it is essential that society honors that commitment as we reach for the stars. In a remarkable week for NASA, two significant stories have emerged highlighting the profound challenges and evolving narratives surrounding the agency's astronauts. From the triumphant return of two seasoned astronauts after an extended mission in space to a controversial decision that has sparked discussions about representation and inclusivity, these developments underscore NASA's ongoing journey as it navigates the complexities of space exploration and societal expectations. On March 30, 2025, NASA astronaut Sunita Williams, alongside her colleague Butch Wilmore, returned to Earth after a grueling 9-month mission aboard the International Space Station ISS. Initially launched on June 5, 2024, their mission faced unexpected difficulties, including a helium leak that compromised their spacecraft's propulsion system. This setback delayed their scheduled return until mid-March, with the astronauts finally retrieved by SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule Endurance. Family members of Williams have since revealed the emotional toll of her extended time in space. Despite her seemingly upbeat demeanor during public appearances, the isolation and longing for physical connection weighed heavily on her. "You forget that in space you're not holding hands, you're not hugging people," Williams expressed in a private email to her family. Her sister Dina Anad recounted how the family maintained constant communication through video calls and shared celebrations, yet nothing could replace the warmth of physical presence. Williams' mental resilience was further highlighted by her cousin, who noted her infectious joy often reserved for personal moments with loved ones. Upon their return, both Williams and Wilmore faced the physical repercussions of their lengthy mission, showing signs of significant weight loss and dehydration. Experts noted that the astronauts' recovery would be closely monitored, with initial signs indicating a favorable prognosis. Williams' triumphant announcement upon landing: "Houston, thank you for tuning in this early morning. "It was a wonderful day," was met with widespread relief and celebration from netizens and fans alike who expressed admiration for her courage and contributions to space exploration. In stark contrast to the positive narrative of Williams and Wilmore's return, NASA made headlines for its decision to remove graphic novels focused on female astronauts from its website. The graphic novels, which featured the fictional character Callie Rodriguez as the first woman to walk on the moon, were part of a broader initiative to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) within the agency. However, this decision appears to align with the current administration's anti-DEI stance, which has raised concerns about the future of such initiatives within NASA and other government agencies. Keith Cowing of NASA Watch brought attention to this controversial move, noting that the graphic novels had been accessible for years before their sudden removal. Critics argue that this action reflects a worrying trend of erasing narratives that emphasize diversity in favor of a more uniform portrayal of space exploration. As the Trump administration continues to exert influence over NASA's policies, the implications for the agency's commitment to inclusivity remain uncertain. The juxtaposition of these two stories, one celebrating the resilience of astronauts in the face of isolation and the other highlighting the agency's controversial decisions regarding representation, paints a complex picture of NASA's ongoing evolution. As the space agency navigates the challenges of maintaining its mission in an increasingly politicized environment, the future of its commitment to diversity and the support of its astronauts will be critical areas to watch. Looking ahead, NASA's ability to reconcile its scientific endeavors with societal expectations will be paramount as it prepares for further missions and the potential for new partnerships in space exploration. The agency must also consider how its choices resonate with a diverse global audience. The coming months will likely reveal whether NASA can uphold its legacy of innovation while fostering an inclusive culture that reflects the values of all those it aims to inspire. In an exciting convergence of space exploration and astrobiology, NASA is calling for renewed support for its astrobiology research programs at a time when the agency is poised for groundbreaking missions that could redefine our understanding of life beyond Earth. This plea comes as the agency faces potential workforce and funding reductions that could jeopardize its long-standing commitment to astrobiology, a field that has been integral to NASA's mission since the establishment of the NASA Astrobiology Institute in 1998. Astrobiology has become a cornerstone of NASA's scientific legacy, serving not only to explore the possibility of life beyond our planet but also to inspire public interest in space science. With transformative missions on the horizon, such as the Mars Sample Return Europa Clipper Dragonfly and the Habitable Worlds Observatory, the urgency for support is palpable. Reductions in workforce and research funding risk delaying key discoveries and diminishing U.S. leadership in space exploration, warns the astrobiology community in a recently circulated white paper titled "Protect Astrobiology." This document underscores the necessity of maintaining robust funding and staffing levels to safeguard the future of astrobiology at NASA. The upcoming decade is particularly critical, with the OWL 2023 Planetary Decadal Survey identifying astrobiology as a top priority. This report emphasizes the significance of completing the Mars Sample Return mission and pursuing new spacecraft missions to search for signs of life in ocean worlds. Together with the Astro 2020 recommendations for a Habitable Worlds Observatory, these initiatives could yield unprecedented insights into the origins and distribution of life in the universe. The public's fascination with the search for extraterrestrial life cannot be overstated. Interest in astrobiology consistently ranks high among NASA's endeavors, fueling enthusiasm for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics (STEM). The public passionately supports the search for life, a pursuit that inspires, unites, and advances STEM engagement, the paper notes. This engagement is critical as the technological advancements arising from astrobiology research have practical applications beyond space exploration. From developments in medical diagnostics to environmental monitoring, the innovations spurred by astrobiological research have far-reaching societal benefits. At the same time, NASA's leadership position in astrobiology is complemented by collaborations with academia and industry, enhancing its capability to lead groundbreaking research. The potential for discoveries in astrobiology is further highlighted by recent findings from NASA's Curiosity rover, which has unearthed the largest organic molecules yet found on Mars. An analysis of a rock sample from the Gale crater reveals complex organic chemistry that hints at the possibility of past life and suggests that Mars may have once had the conditions suitable for life. This discovery underscores the importance of maintaining a strong workforce and funding for astrobiology research to build on such significant findings. As NASA navigates the complexities of government-wide workforce optimization initiatives, it is crucial to prioritize astrobiology, a field central to the agency's mission. The white paper concludes with a call to action for researchers and the public alike to endorse the document advocating for the protection of NASA's astrobiology research. The potential dividends of safeguarding this research, scientifically, socially, and historically, are profound. In a parallel development, SpaceX is preparing for its own groundbreaking mission called FRAM-2, which will carry a crew of 4 on a unique journey over Earth's poles. Scheduled to launch from Florida, this mission marks the first time humans will travel directly over the poles from space, a feat that has never been accomplished due to the fuel-intensive nature of such a flight path. The crew, financed by cryptocurrency investor Chun Wang, includes a polar explorer, a robotics researcher, and a filmmaker, all of whom are first-time space travelers. While some experts question the scientific significance of the FRAM-2 mission, others see it as a way to gather valuable health data on how the body reacts to weightlessness and motion sickness during short-duration flights. In this sense, the mission may contribute to the broader understanding of human physiology in space, an area of study that remains critical as commercial space travel continues to expand. As we look to the future, the intersection of astrobiology and commercial space exploration presents a thrilling prospect. With NASA's commitment to exploring the possibilities of life beyond Earth and SpaceX's innovative missions pushing the boundaries of human spaceflight, we stand on the brink of discoveries that could fundamentally alter our understanding of our place in the universe. The ongoing support for astrobiology research and the evolution of private space missions will be pivotal in shaping the next chapter of exploration and discovery in the cosmos. In a groundbreaking discovery, NASA's Curiosity rover has unearthed the largest organic molecules ever identified on Mars, offering tantalizing clues about the planet's complex chemistry and its potential to have supported life in the past. This significant finding, revealed in a study published on March 30, 2025, marks a pivotal moment in our understanding of the Red Planet and its geological history. Curiosity has been exploring Mars for over a decade, diligently gathering data and samples that could shed light on the planet's ancient environments. The latest breakthrough stems from a 2013 drilling mission at a site known as Cumberland, located within the Gale crater, an area once submerged in water for millions of years. Here, the rover encountered a unique environment conducive to the preservation of organic molecules within clay-rich rocks. The analysis of the mudstone sample from Cumberland revealed traces of decane, undecane, and dodecane, long-chain organic molecules composed of 10 to 12 carbon atoms. These alkanes are likely remnants of fatty acids, essential components of cell membranes on Earth. Daniel Glavin, an astrobiologist at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center and co-author of the study, emphasized the significance of this discovery, stating, "This is really searching for a needle in a haystack. There's no question about it. We have 3 needles." While the presence of these organic compounds does not definitively indicate that life once existed on Mars, they suggest that prebiotic chemistry may have been more advanced than previously thought. Caroline Freysenut, the lead author of the study, pointed out that fatty acids can form through both biological processes and purely chemical reactions, such as interactions between water and rock in hydrothermal systems. Even today, by analyzing Mars samples, we could detect chemical signatures of past life if it ever existed on Mars, she noted. Prior missions had only uncovered simple organic compounds, but the discovery of these larger carbon chains indicates a higher level of chemical complexity on Mars. The research team hypothesized that long-chain fatty acids could have decomposed into simpler molecules detected by Curiosity during its analyses. However, they cautioned that the origins of these compounds remain uncertain. Previous findings of fatty acids in meteorites raised the possibility that they could have been delivered to Mars through non-biological means. The study also highlighted the resilience of these organic molecules against the harsh Martian environment, which is characterized by high levels of radiation and oxidizing chemicals. The presence of clay, sulfur, and nitrates in the Cumberland sample likely played a crucial role in preserving these compounds over billions of years. Glavin emphasized the importance of liquid water in Gale Crater, suggesting that it existed long enough to facilitate the necessary conditions for life-forming chemistry. Looking ahead, the goal remains to return Martian samples to Earth for more in-depth analysis using advanced laboratory techniques. NASA's Perseverance rover is currently collecting rock cores as part of a future sample return mission, which could provide even more insights into the chemical makeup of Mars. If these are breakdown products from carboxylic acids, then we are seeing something very exciting indeed, remarked Monica Grady, a planetary scientist not involved in the study. As Curiosity continues its mission, it faces operational limitations due to a dwindling power supply and the finite number of samples it can analyze. Sunita expressed the urgency of their remaining tests, stating, "This last sample has to be perfect. Each discovery adds layers to our understanding of a planet once rich in water, energy, and the potential for life," beckoning researchers to further unravel the mysteries of Mars. This latest revelation underscores the importance of continued exploration and research as scientists strive to piece together the intricate history of our neighboring planet. With each new finding, the prospect of uncovering signs of past life on Mars becomes increasingly plausible, illuminating the path for future explorations and the tantalizing possibility of life beyond Earth. In a remarkable leap for commercial space exploration, Firefly Aerospace's lunar lander known as Blue Ghost has successfully captured and transmitted a stunning image of a sunrise on the Moon shortly after its historic landing on March 4, 2025. This achievement not only marks a significant milestone for the Texas-based startup but also represents a pivotal moment in the ongoing efforts to expand humanity's reach into lunar territory. The Blue Ghost lander made history by becoming the first private spacecraft to achieve a soft landing on the Moon, a feat that has only been accomplished by a select group of nations including Russia, the United States, China, India, and Japan. Unlike the Apollo missions, which benefited from extensive government funding, Firefly operates under a more constrained budget. Firefly's CEO Jason Kim emphasized the collaborative nature of contemporary space exploration, stating, "Every time we go up, we're learning from each other." In addition to the breathtaking sunrise image which Firefly shared with enthusiasm, the lander has been equipped with several scientific instruments, including a drill and a vacuum system for lunar soil analysis. These instruments will help NASA enhance its understanding of the Moon's environment and geology. The company's announcement highlighted rise and shine. Firefly's Blue Ghost lander captured its first sunrise on the Moon, marking the beginning of the lunar day and the start of surface operations in its new home. The lander is currently operating multiple payloads and is expected to continue its mission for at least 2 weeks. Among its tasks, the vacuum system is designed to collect lunar dust, while the drill will measure temperatures at depths of up to 10 feet below the lunar surface. The mission also includes NASA's electrodynamic dust shield (EDS), a technology that has proven its effectiveness in repelling the abrasive lunar regolith, which can damage equipment and pose risks to human health. This innovative dust shield was successfully tested during the Blue Ghost mission, showcasing its potential for future lunar expeditions. As noted by Nicola Fox, NASA's Associate Administrator for Science Missions, the EDS's success is a breathtaking reminder of the mind-blowing imagery, groundbreaking science, and incredible discoveries ahead in this new era of space exploration. With Blue Ghost now operational, the implications for future lunar missions are significant. The success of this private venture not only paves the way for further commercial exploration but also supports NASA's Artemis program, which aims to establish a sustainable human presence on the Moon and beyond. The synergy between private enterprises like Firefly and national space agencies underscores a new era of collaborative exploration that is reshaping our understanding of lunar science and technology. As we look to the future, the advancements made by Firefly and the successful deployment of technologies like the EDS are likely to play a crucial role in upcoming missions. The landscape of lunar exploration is evolving rapidly, and the potential for new discoveries is vast. The next steps for Firefly will be closely watched as the company continues to operate its payloads and gathers valuable data from the lunar surface, ultimately contributing to humanity's enduring quest to explore the cosmos.